Good morning, students. So now we are going to continue with this chapter, the necklace. In the last video module, we have learnt Matilda that she had borrowed a necklace of diamonds from Madame Forestier for the ball for the party. So that is why she was so happy that in that excitement she fell upon the neck of her friend. It means and embraced her with passion. And now the day of the ball arrived. Miss Madam Matilda, that she was a great success. She was one of the prettiest of all in that party. It means ball. Everyone noticed her, asked her name, wanted to be presented. It means she was the center of that party because of her look, new dress, and this necklace of diamonds. So she was also danced in an ecstatic manner, in a very exciting way, intoxicated with she was intoxicated with pleasure, and this was a kind of victory for her. See now, Matilda, her character in this way, that she was fond of such artificial things, maybe the clothes or the appearance. She gave preference to the appearance. She did not behave as per her status, her background, and she thought that I would. It means I want more and more. I would live my life in this and this manner, just like other rich ladies or women. And the same she did. That she borrowed the things somehow. That she purchased, bought the dress, and she attended the party. So that is why she was happy, enjoyed each and every moment, danced, intoxicated with pleasure, and this was almost a kind of a complete victory for her and sweet at heart. And now the party is over. Around 4 o'clock in the morning, she returned to house. At that time, her husband, he had been asleep in one of the saloons. Right, her husband that time he had been asleep in a saloon with some gentlemen or some friends whose wives that they were busy in that party. They were enjoying the party. The husbands that they were taking rest, that they had been slept there. Now, after that, they came together. Then it means husband, then he threw around her shoulders the modest wraps, because there was a chill atmosphere. So that is why he kept around her shoulder, it means Matilda's shoulder, a modest wraps. And the writer has given it clashes, that modest wraps which he had carried, it clashes with that new dress, with the costumes or her dress. It was not matching. It creates clash. So that is why she felt sorry for that. She did not want to stay there, because other rich ladies, she thought that they would look at me, they would see this modest wrap, this old one, so they would feel in a different manner. So that is why without any delay that she left, because other rich women that they were wearing some rich fur wraps that they were having, right, wrapping in rich furs that they were, that other rich women. After that, she did not wait. Husband that he said that wait, I will call a cab for you. We will go by cab. But she did not wait there. Directly that she went downstairs in the street. Rapidly that she went in the streets. That they were looking, especially husband, that he was looking to get something, maybe the cab or the carriage. At some distance, for example, that they saw that they were hailing the coachman at some particular distance. Now that they started their journey to their home, and in between they found one of the old carriages that they got, which is used in the Paris especially after the nightfall. Such old carriages that they got, and they went to their house, and that old carriage finally left them at their door of the compartment. They reached. After reaching to the house, that she stood in front of the mirror. Who? Matilda. But before that, her husband, she was happy and everything was over for her. The party over, and the necklace which she had borrowed already, which she had lent from her friend. So tomorrow that she would have to return it. So everything was over for her, and for her husband also. That he remembered tomorrow that by 10 o'clock that I would have to attend the office. I would have to go there. So she sat before the mirror glasses to have a final look at her costumes, her necklace. She removed the wraps and to have a final look there. And as soon as she removed the wraps from her shoulder, so what happened? That she cried. That she uttered a cry when she had a final look around her neck, because her necklace was not around her neck, so that's why she cried. When she saw her face in the mirror, that time she noticed the necklace was not there around her neck, so that is why she cried, that lady. And at the same time, her husband, that who was changing the dress, almost that he was still undressed, listening her voice, that he asked, what is the matter, what happened? Then she stammered in a different manner, I no longer have the necklace around my neck. He was also surprised, he was shocked that the man, he arose in a dismay, in a disappointed manner. He dressed himself, and they searched here and there, everywhere that they searched, both of them. He asked her to search, for example, in the folds of the cloth or the pockets or everywhere that they searched her, but they did not found the necklace. They searched everywhere. Then at last the husband asked her, do you remember that still had it when we left the minister's house? Was it there when we left the minister's house in your neck? Do you remember? She said, yes, I felt it when we came out. And that time he said, but for example, if you had lost it in the streets, definitely, or in the cab, definitely we must have heard it, especially in the street, right? But we didn't hear anything. So how is it possible? So finally, that they said it must be in the cab. What? It must be definitely lost in the cab, that necklace. And they asked to each other, did you notice the number? Husband said, no. Once again he asked her, have you seen? She said, no. So in this way, all these things were happening. So the husband, what he did, then he dressed to check the necklace, especially where they went on the foot. In that street that he decided to check the necklace. So that is why he dressed up himself and he went there. Where? On the street to check for the necklace. And later on, she could not sleep because she was restless now. She knew very well that the necklace, definitely it was expensive, not possible to repay now. How to what to do. So that is why she could not go to bed, that she remained in her night gown or in the same dress. So in the morning, around 7 o'clock, her husband returned. At that, it means he returned, but there was no result. He had not found the necklace. Then, on the same day that they, for example, they went to the police station, cab office, they gave the advertisement in the newspapers asking for the rewards, everything that he did, it means husband did. So they waited for the day. All the day that they were waiting, but after all there was no result at all. And in this manner, that what happened, almost 1 week that passed. In between 1 week passed. After that week, then the husband one day, who was 5 years older than her, then he said to her, what did he say, the husband? That he said to her, so what do you do? That you write a letter to Madame Forestier. Who said, husband said to his wife, what you do one thing, you write a letter to Madame Forestier and inform her that we have broken, the clasp of your necklace had been broken. So that you will have it repaired. So what will happen? That will give some time for us to recover. But nothing has happened. After a few days later, one day the husband said, anyhow, that we have to replace it now. We have to buy a new one because they did not get any result. They searched each and everywhere. And at last the husband said that we have to buy new necklace. And when they went in the search of that necklace, they found a shop, Palace Royals Mint, and in that shop they found a chaplet of diamonds. It was looking like the same of that lost one, of that previous one, the same chaplet of diamonds that they saw there at that shop. And when they asked for the cost, at that time the cost was almost 40,000 francs, 40,000 francs. But they could get it, they could buy it at 36,000 francs. Husband decided to buy a new one. So how to get 36,000 francs? Already his father, that he had left him 18,000 francs. His father. And now what about 18,000 more? So what he did, that he lent the money, means he from the usurers, that he took the money, that he made some different, it means for example, made promises to them, and he took the money, 18,000 francs, and at last that he paid a total 36,000 francs that he paid for that necklace. Right? So in this way they bought the necklace, new necklace. So after that, Matilda, that she took that necklace to Madame Forestier. At that time the lady said, Forestier said to Matilda that you should have returned it sooner. I might have needed them. That time in a rigid tone that she said to Matilda. But Mrs. Forestier, Madame Forestier, she did not open that jewel box. But here Matilda, that she was afraid, she was scared that if she opened the box, what would happen? She would come to know about the substitution, about the replacement of the necklace. And what would she think then? Would she think about the robbery or something else? But by God's grace, she did not open that box, Madame Forestier. And now, in this way, especially Matilda, now she had done her work. It means honestly that she had written, everything has done. But still, she knew that how to pay this. whatever the 18,000 that we have lent, we have borrowed the money. So how to pay? It means how to repay it now, the money. So that is why what, and she was ready for that. She had prepared her mind now to do anything to pay the money. So that is why first they did that. First they removed away the servants or the maid from the house. Second thing, they changed their lodging. See now, it means almost that they reduced their expense. First, that they removed the maid. Second thing, they changed their lodging and they took some rooms on the at the attic somewhere on the roof. Small rooms that they took on the rent. And in this manner. And she also learned some new things. For example, it is given here that she learned the odious work of the kitchen. Maybe cooking, washing clothes, washing floor, everything that she learned, because they had removed the maid. They wanted to cut the expense and pay the money to cover that the gap, whatever that they had created, 18,000 francs, which they had borrowed from the usurers. And she herself started doing the work at home, washing, clothing, cooking, everything. And plus each morning that she used to go down in the streets for what? For the garbage, to throw the garbage. And after that also brought the water up. It means on the next upstairs, the next floor. So all these things, everything that we started doing. Who? Matilda. So in this way, the way that she took the effort only because of her one mistake, it means only because of her one greed that she had to suffer. Right? So in this way that we have seen all these things. Now the remaining few points are left, and the theme of this chapter that we will discuss in the another or one more video module. Thank you.